Crypto Politics, version number like 600, more like it. We're going to call this Save the Lake, Stop Leachate, which is what we thought happened Monday night, and apparently not. Okay, so this is what happened. Monday night, the Somerset City Council voted unanimously to stop the leachate from going, you know, the Watco company from going in, bringing the leachate in to the wastewater treatment plant, and to stop it, okay? But that's not what happened. So last night and yesterday, I got numerous phone calls. We have insiders and stuff telling us that they're not. They're not. That Mayor Keck is basically giving the double middle finger to the city council and to the citizens who all, you know, many of them showed up at the city council meeting. So today, we wanted to verify this. So we went out and filmed. And what you're about to see on film is pretty shocking. These tanker cars that you're going to see going in and out of the wastewater treatment plant, they all have Watco on the side. And you're talking, you know, thousands and thousands of gallons. I think each tanker truck, my understanding, has from 8 to 10,000 gallons of something going in to that wastewater treatment plant. But count how many of those there are. This all happened in under an hour. Under an hour. So they're doubling up. And that was the insider information was telling us that since they know that they're going to, you know, maybe stopped in 60 days, you know, they're going to try to make the contract play out. Even though the contract, I think it can be voided because, you know, a city employee who had no authority to make this contract is the only person to sign the contract. So, anyways, you're going to see these tanker cars coming and going. What you're also going to see is at one point Shane Weddle, who is the owner-operator of Watco Incorporated, he drives by. Then he comes back and he comes to my vehicle, and you're going to see a kind of a verbal altercation there between he and I, and you know, kind of a disagreement. He is not happy with the fact that he's losing his contract. So the interesting thing about this as you watch this, for those of you who have been following this, that's important. Number one, listen to his talking points. You've heard them before, coming out of Mayor Keck's mouth. Now we know exactly where Mayor Keck gets his talking points from. You know, everybody else is doing it. Where's it going to go? You know, the same thing. Well, so we got to do something with it, you know. And I keep asking him, well, it doesn't have to come here. And the point I keep making is, you know, well, it's about money for you, because it is for him. He's making millions and millions of dollars off of this. So I keep asking, well, what are you making? Oh, I have nothing to hide. Well, then tell us what you're making off of this. And, of course, he won't answer it. Anywho, also, point to note, before we aired our documentary on this, Lake Cumberland, What Really Lies Beneath. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I've been talking all day. Lake Cumberland, What Really Lies Beneath, which is up on YouTube. Please go watch it. I contacted Watco Incorporated. I called their offices and tried to get an interview with him, and of course he blew me off. So, but now that he's lost his contract, he's going to confront me in my vehicle at a legal place, in a public place, and have a conversation. So, draw your own conclusions, but please pay close attention to what he says and the talking points that he makes, and ask yourself this. Is it worth poisoning a whole ecosystem so he can keep doing what he's doing? And, you know, I'm hoping that you people out there know the answer to that is no. You know, the answer to that is no. It's not worth risk even one person getting cancer by bringing this stuff in. But he's going to argue his points. So I finally got my interview with him. Kind of a surprise interview. And so that's what you're about to see. You're going to see the tanker cars coming and going. Mayor Keck is defying the city council, defying the citizens of Pulaski County and Somerset and what they want. And these tanker cars are doubling up, and they're coming and going as quick as they can. And, you know, if this system can't handle what it was already doing, and it cannot, because they're getting cited, okay, then what's going to happen now when even more is coming in there? What's going to happen now? This system cannot handle this. I'm being told this. He says, you know, you need to talk to experts. I have talked to experts. We had experts, engineers showing up Monday night, telling them this, you know. So this system could not handle what it was doing. Now, because their contract's about to dry up, they're trying to just come and go as quick as they can and dump as much as they can. What is that going to do to our lake? It's a scary thing, folks. Please watch it, and we're going to stay on it. So we're not going away, and we'll keep watching. Thank you.
I have a question.
You got a question? Go ahead.
One of the questions that he brought up. How much money are you making, Darlene? I mean, all this time in travel, how long have you been working on this? You know, who's covering your expenses on all this work that you're doing?
Okay. I've not made a dime off of this. Nobody has. The guy behind the camera right now has not made a dime. Truth or Politics is made up fully of all volunteers. We are all very proud of this. Most of them a lot of them are retired. Some of us have to work 2 or 3 jobs. And I gotta say, my husband, God love him, he backs me up, and you know, he pays me to go out and do all this stuff, or pays for my expenses and everything. So unlike Mr. Weddle, Sean Weddle, we haven't made a dime off of this. Not one dime. In fact, it's cost us a whole lot of money. A whole lot of time is money when you're in the investigation business, which is what I do. A whole lot of time and money with all of us. And I've got a crew in Pulaski County. I got a crew here. I got a crew in Louisville. No one is making a dime off of Truth or Politics. We are an all-volunteer news program that exposes waste, fraud, abuse, and corruption in your government, and we're very proud of that. So my answer, and you're right, I should have answered it that way, but I was trying to get him to answer, and he wouldn't. He's made millions. We've made nothing. That's the answer to that. Thank you for bringing that up.
Does NBR TV that runs your program,
no.
Do they have any paid commercials?
No. NBR TV has not made a dime either. Steve Hall, the owner-operator of NBR TV, our cable access television program that runs this, he's been offered numerous times. People tried, because we're one of the hot shows on his show, on his cable TV. People have tried to get him to let him run ads during our show, and he won't, because he believes what I believe. That's what's wrong with the news today. What's wrong with the news today is it's corporate owned and operated, and corporations then dictate what will or will not play on the news. Steve Hall's a hero because he donates time on his program that he could be making money off. He doesn't make a dime. And Steve Hall airs our programs, and he doesn't make any money. None of us do. So good question on that. But anyway, we're going to stay on this, folks. Excuse my appearance, but we've been out running around in the field today filming. So we'll see you next time on Truth or Politics. Thanks. Yep. Two of them. Yep, I am videoing you. And here's some more tanker cars. It's a walkable tanker truck coming right out of the WWTP. Okay, another one going in. Single tanker car this time.
Who's this guy?
I don't know, but filming. Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Filming tanker cars going in and out.
I see that. Figure you might as well meet me. I'm Shane Weddle.
Hi, good to meet you,
The one
Mr.
you've been
Weddle.
talking a lot about.
Well, we've been talking a lot about what you're doing.
Yeah, I understand. So
you're going to stop bringing the leachate in since the city council ordered
it's
it?
not as simple as turn the switch off. You know, these landfills rely on this. Our waste stream relies on this. So we have a contract with the city, and
a contract only signed by Dana Whitus. She had no authority to sign that contract.
They've given us notice that the council's wishes, and we've adhered to that notice. So
no, you haven't.
You
got tanker cars coming in and out today.
The notice is under the contract 3 months. So, you know, we're going to wind it down and do what we got to do based off the wishes of the council. And,
okay, but the citizens wanted it stopped Monday night.
Well, the citizens need to understand how that impacts everything that they do every day, the waste stream. So these landfills are obligated to get rid of this leachate, and it has to go somewhere. It's state mandated.
It don't have to come here, though.
No, it don't. But once there is a reliability and a contract in place,
a contract signed by Dana Whitus, who had no authority to make that contract.
This has been going on now for a while, and as you know, right? And how would you like if the garbage company drove right by your trash and didn't pick it up? So
well, a little bit different.
No, it's not different, because that's where this goes. It's a cyclical thing.
Okay.
So trash goes in the landfill, it gets rained on, it becomes leachate. Leachate has to be treated at a landfill or at a wastewater treatment plant.
No, it doesn't have to be treated at a wastewater treatment plant.
What other?
It can be treated at a leach field as well.
No, that's where you're wrong. See, okay. I watched your podcast the other day. You know, you're misinformed about a lot of things. So land farming is not done with leachate. Land farming is done with the biosolids that come out of the wastewater plants. So you can't take leachate and spread it over a land farm.
Okay, but it doesn't have to come here.
I would encourage you to do your due diligence. You know, you're a lawyer, and do your due diligence, get your facts straight, and sit down with people that actually understand the entire process.
Well, I've done that. I've talked to experts, and experts have said what's going into Pittman Creek is ridiculous, and you are poisoning the lake. So
I disagree with that. And
well, of course you do.
Plenty of other experts.
And how much money have you made off of this?
It's not about that.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
how much money have you made off of this? How much money have you made off this?
It doesn't matter. It's not any of your business.
Yeah, it is. It is my business.
I'm a business person. That's exactly right. That's what I do.
You made millions of dollars off of this.
Here's the thing. This goes somewhere regardless. If it don't end up coming here, we'll go somewhere else. There's no doubt about that. PFAS is a societal issue that if this leachate don't go here, there will still be PFAS.
Well, we can agree to disagree. I'm not going to argue with you. You've made millions of dollars off of this, and that's your real interest in this.
I get up and I work hard every day. No, that's not. I'm a business person. When you see opportunity, that's what business people do.
Okay.
That's how people make their living.
Okay.
You know, and I've got tons of people that work for me that rely on this, that, you know, because of this, will probably lose their jobs. So, you know, while I understand your cause, you're looking in the wrong spots.
Okay.
You know, you're not down at Oneida. You realize Oneida takes this too, just right across the line from you?
Oh, yes, we are looking into that.
Are you at these other treatment plants of the state of Kentucky that the state mandates that this stuff go to a treatment plant and a treatment facility?
We are. I've given testimony at the federal level to stop this all across the country.
But you know, you didn't understand the waste stream. So what does that do to you throw your trash in a trash can, I would assume, right?
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
I'm just saying,
the city council and the citizens have told you
everything that you're talking about and the impact that it has into society, period. I'm not talking about me.
Okay.
I'm not talking about just you. I'm talking about the waste chain. So, and you can sit at your video in our trucks, and that's fine. Video the septic tanks and all the septic haulers that come in and out of here. That's every septic tank in Pulaski County, the surrounding counties, they come here too. There's a whole lot of things that go in there.
Okay.
And you just need to consider the facts and get all your facts straight.
Okay.
Before you all start bad-mouthing everything we're doing. Because I promise you, I do everything the way it's supposed to be done.
Right, you
We
meet.
have nothing to hide.
You meet state standards, I'm sure.
We have nothing to hide.
Okay. Well, how much money do you make off of this then?
It doesn't, listen, that's not important.
You
I
have
mean,
nothing to hide. Yeah,
how
it
much
is.
money do you make, Darlene?
Well,
How much
I'm not
money
the
do you
one
make?
bringing waste in here.
Yeah?
Well, if you excuse me, I got another tanker
I have a lot of businesses that we make money. That's the whole goal. You know, I don't get up every day and work hard not to.
Okay.
So I just thought I'd introduce myself so you can put a face to a name.
All right. Thank you. What?
Another one.
Another one? And that was Mr. Shane Weddle, who refused to answer the question, how much money are you making off of this?
That'd be us.
Huh?
That'd be us.
What?